It is Tuesday, November 12th. Happy day after 11/11, the day where manifesting is real. Just waiting for my co-host Cody to sign on. Loving how big this room is already right at 11 a.m. If you're calling from the United States, perhaps you're calling from overseas or overseas for me. And it's evening time for you, so thank you for joining wherever you are. Just letting the room fill up for a couple more moments here. Loving seeing this. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Philip. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Howie, Sophia, Innie. If this is your first time on to Chat Mosa, welcome. You're looking at, maybe it's on your phone, maybe it's on your laptop. This is the general feed here. You can see everybody's beautiful faces and their profile, and there is a new feature on Chat Mosa. We have a camera option. I'll show you right now. It is right next to that microphone button. Hello, everybody. You can see me and my little icon there. I'm Chad. You can hang on to this for a little bit. So
Hi,
the
Chad.
beauty of Chat Mosa here is we have our session chat, which is to the right of your screen. If at any point you would like to type a comment, type a question, get involved in the conversation that we're going to be having with our beautiful speaker, Patricia, soon. Thank you, Mike, the first person into our chat. Spain is a great, affordable country. Love to hear that, and I know we'll be talking more about that later. I'm going to let Cody come on here, too, our co-host, Cody. Or I guess I'm a co-host as well, but can we hear you, Cody?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that intro, Chad. And holy moly, look at all of these listeners. This is exciting. I'm not sure if it's the time of day. It's a little different than our usual scheduled time. We're usually operating here in the evening in the States. So maybe that's something to do with it, this kind of lunchtime crowd. If you are interested in sort of sharing with us where you are located, our listeners, please throw that in the chat. We'd love to know if you're local to the States, if you're over in Europe, or just wherever you're tuning in from. We'd love to know. So please give us a shout out.
El Segundo. Love El Segundo.
Ooh, Buenos Aires.
Argentina. That's the beauty of Chat Mosa too. Here is we can literally communicate. We can bring the world together on a chat forum. So it's amazing. Awesome. Loving all the interaction on the chat. Massachusetts, New York City, Studio Pasadena. Fabulous. Well, we will start to get things going here. I mean, we're here to talk about Spain and Portugal, and we're here to talk about how you can film basically anywhere in the world. And there is a wonderful woman that we're about to bring into the conversation who founded this company called Spain and Portugal Productions. I promised I wouldn't do it, but I just had a Freudian slip with those two country names. We'll try not to make it happen again.
Oh my gosh.
Man. Have you, because you filmed overseas, right, Cody? Or maybe not overseas, but out of the country.
Out of the country, yeah. I think Belize was the last country I was in that was not USA. I haven't been over to Europe, though, ever. So I am, and as we've been doing our, research and just sort of diving into PSP Productions and this is Patricia's company, just sort of really understanding the versatility and the beauty of Spain and of Portugal. And I just can only imagine that, Europe in general is a gem for filming locations. So I'm super excited to bring Patricia on, and I mean, without further ado, right, let's invite her into the conversation. And I'd love to hear, in her words, how this company was founded, and kind of if she wouldn't mind going a little earlier than that, because we love to fill our audiences in on how our guest became who they are today, how all of their work experience, their life experience has sort of accumulated into the perfect opportunity or the perfect inspiration to do the work that they're doing right now. So Patricia, feel free whenever to unmute yourself and join the conversation.
Hello, Chad and Cody. Thank you so much for having me, first of all, and thank you all for attending this session. It's quite exciting for me. Yeah, I mean, this has been a great adventure. So I founded this company 25 years ago, so almost when internet was on the first ages. and it was like, I mean, I felt that in Portugal, so I was on the client side. I was working on a retailing company because I am literally from the business side. So I was the CEO of a retailing company, and then I was working in Europe, and then I arrived into Portugal, and I noticed that it was missing here in Portugal an international production company. So then I got married with a producer, and I got married with a producer, and then I said, "Hey, let's. I want to found a location library because this is missing here, and I want to found a props online company." So I founded at the time the first location company and props online 25 years ago. It was a real challenge. And yeah, and then with the location company, after 1 year, uh, European producers began to call me and to mail me to find their locations, and then I hire producers, and then it was it.
That was it.
And it, and then it was it. So it was like, I think an int to just to develop. So, and we have been growing, and it has been a wonderful adventure because we really love what we do.
Wow. So it was very much a see a need, fill a need, and
Yes.
you know, because there wasn't the services you instituted weren't available. Excuse me, I'm going to mute chat if you want to take over because I got sirens going by.
Yeah. So you mentioned you started in Portugal, and then when did Spain come into the picture then for you?
Yeah, Spain came into the picture 6 years ago. And that made sense at the time because, I mean, the world is getting global, and the offer that we offer here in Portugal is quite similar to what Spain offers. But there are synergies between the countries, such as cruise, also locations, and also equipment. So it makes totally sense to merge these two countries. Sorry. And also the fact that Portugal is still between 10 to 15%, sometimes 20% less expensive than Spain. So it made sense to open our business in Spain.
Are you considering or imagining ever expanding further than that?
Well, that is something that has been over the table. So, but I can't disclose more.
Yes, no pressure, no pressure.
Of course.
Right.
Well, so thank you for that beautiful introduction. It's fascinating it's interesting how our lives can lead us to a certain place. And, so I might have missed it, but were you, you said you were on the business side of things. Did you ever work creatively or have any form of your career path spent in production?
Well, actually, then while I was developing the production company here in Portugal, then of course I got into production, producing also content. Yes.
Did you enjoy that experience?
I love it. I still do. I love it. It's on my genes to solve challenges every day. It's huge. It's what I love to do.
It's fabulous. Yeah, we have a pretty large audience today, and we have a couple of polls up here that some of them, like, have you ever filmed outside of the United States? And about half of the people who submitted have not, but then about half of the people have. So it's amazing to hear, and because as from the United States, filming has definitely been a little sparse, I'd say, in the past few months here, to put it lightly. Have you noticed, Patricia, if in this kind of lull, for the United States, has production kind of spiked in your areas?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It has been rising, yes, for sure. And we have noticing to have more and more U.S. Productions coming into Portugal and to Spain. Actually, for instance, in Spain there is now a Netflix hub. Well, it's not now; it's since 4 years already, and
Okay,
it's a
well,
huge job. It's a huge job. And also Amazon, I believe that they also have opened in Spain just recently. But yeah, and also I mean I can pinpoint the major reasons why these productions come to Portugal or either to Spain, and they are most of all because of the cash incentives, because
Hmm.
in both countries we have beautiful cash incentives established, which range between 25 to 30%, and in Spain it can get in Tenerife up to 50%. So it's amazing.
Wow.
that is
And
amazing.
yeah, and the total amount available for film in Spain goes up to 100 million euros, and here in Portugal goes up to 24 million euros. And um, and then I can also pinpoint the diversity of locations, so locations that double other parts of the globe, such as, for instance, we have here in Lisbon a Golden Gate Bridge, exactly the same.
Right.
Yeah, we noticed that.
Yeah,
We'll in
yeah,
a bit we'll actually screen share a video showing all of those locations. But it is amazing how much
yeah.
of the world goes and is fit into Lisbon. It's awesome.
Exactly, it's awesome. And then, of course, the diversity of talent. We have here people living from Hispanic, Caucasian, Afro American, Chinese. So it's a huge melting pot. And then of course we have all sorts of equipment, tope crews, English speaking. This is important,
Hmm.
very important on this field. And then of course right now we have a good exchange rate. So now for the US productions, it's amazing because it's paired. The dollar is paired to the euro. So it is an amazing time to come and shoot here in Europe, actually.
Have you
And I
noticed
think
it?
that's a great. Oh, buddy, go ahead. You go.
Well, I was just going to ask, because you've got your finger on the pulse, you really do, and so I was wondering if there are other, companies that are, I don't want to say rivaling you because I know that that can be kind of the energy, but are you finding yourself competing, or do you kind of still have the umbrella
Right.
over the regions?
No, no, no. We are always competing, but I think it's very healthy to. It's very healthy to have competitors because that makes us strive to excellence always, and to find new technologies, always to be innovating. So it's amazing. I mean, competition for me, it's always good.
Fantastic answer. Um, Chad, did you have a
Quickly wanted to just.
talking point? Yeah, go ahead.
I did, yes, but quickly just wanted to reintroduce everybody here in the room. If you've just recently joined, this is Chat Mosa, so you can join our conversation. We have our chat here to the right. Mike has already started to ask a couple of questions, and I've noticed there's been a couple of people that have requested their mic, but then it's been taken away. So you are always welcome to speak to us too, or ask Patricia a specific question. Just throwing that out. So yes, back to you, Patricia. I was wondering, just a segue into more and more people are coming to Europe to film. If they were interested in working with PSP, how would they go about that?
Yeah, if people is wants to work with us, I would advise to send us by email their CV, or through our Instagram, and then we take it from there. And we also can, I mean, this is an industry where everybody are freelance, right? So
Hmm.
here in Portugal and in Spain, we have the advantage that is near other countries, so people are always moving around from where the productions are. And so we have easy access to other countries. Also, here in Portugal, and now I'm speaking only about Portugal, it's very easy to access to get a residence visa. This is important, and also we have an affordable cost of living and good healthcare and cheap healthcare, which is
We love
important.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a very safe country, both Portugal and Spain, and a huge quality of education at a low cost. And most of all, I mean, we have great food, weather, and cool people. That's it. But it's very easy to, I mean, to come and to work here now.
Love it. Love it. So apply to your website directly or to your Instagram, and then once the ball gets rolling, so you assist with locations, you assist with hiring crew. Is this a general kind of production services? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Um,
We are a full production service, meaning that we assist on since the bidding process until the wrap of the project. Namely, we assist on getting the cash incentives until the end. So from the beginning until the end to get the funds, we assist on locations, we assist on casting, we assist on equipment, we assist on the production, pre-production. I mean, we are a full production service,
Full
so it's
scale, yeah.
all the process.
So what, two questions then follow up from that is, and I'll say the first would be, how do you charge? What's the sort of expectation for the production to utilize your services?
Yeah. Well, it's very easy. It's a cost plus. Meaning we over on top of the costs of each item, which are displayed on a detailed budget. Then we charge a markup fee.
Okay. So very straightforward. And
Very
so
straightforward.
your how large is your team? Because if you're servicing all of these different facets of the production, do you have what's it look like?
Yeah, so we have on the side of production, we are a team of 13 people,
Okay.
fixed all year round, and then of course on each project we work with freelancers, and these projects can vary from 80 people to 350 people. As an example, we just finished a project for FBI International, a CBS show,
Okay.
and on that project we were 350, of course, plus the extras and the talent. So in total, we were on set every day around 500 and something people.
Wow. So you've got the freelance teams that come on per production, but your team at PSP is 13 strong.
Yes.
Okay. And have they all been? How long have they, on average, been with you? Because I'm sure you grew exponentially, but
on average, it range from a trainee that she's there like 1 month
nice.
until 24 years. So
Okay.
it ranges from.
That's huge. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
who is, if you don't mind sharing, who were the OG, the original players that, you brought on and have really been with you since the beginning?
Yeah, the original is my CFO.
Okay.
So the CFO, she is with me since the beginning, and then Susanna, she's an executive producer, so she's
Okay.
also with me.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you are this is tremendous to hear, and I'm just no, I'm loving this conversation. I'm feeling called to sort of pivot into the cash incentive program because I know that that is something that's usually of interest to our listeners,
Yeah.
and just what sets it apart. I mean, the number you mentioned, I was able to grab for Spain. You know, it's 100 million euros. What was the number you gave for Portugal?
Yeah, for Portugal is 24 million in total for the
Okay.
year on a yearly basis. And so there are two cash incentives here in Portugal. There is one, which is the cash refund. The cap per project is 6 million, and the minimum expenditure is €500,000. Then the cash rebate is for smaller projects, and the minimum expenditure is also €500,000, but here the cap for the expenses, the eligible expenses, is only €1 million.
Okay. And so then
But
these, or go continue.
yeah, but both cash incentives are eligible, the application, through a cultural test. But the cultural test is very straightforward and easy to access with a good guidance, which is what we do.
That's what you offer. Can you? I'm a little bit unaware of what that would look like or entail. A cultural test. That's how productions qualify. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, correct. So it's a bunch of questions that and points that we get according with different parameters of the project, such as if there is Portuguese talent or Spanish talent, if there are any EU, European based crews on the project, if there are what is used locally, such as equipment, casting, yeah, all these sorts of parameters. If the project or scripted content is based in Portugal or in Spain, all these parameters are important, of course, because what the government wants is that the country is displayed worldwide, of course.
Of course.
Definitely.
Yeah, and that the production is, utilizing the
Inclusive.
talent and the location
Yeah.
of the region. So this is you're in negotiation or in communications with two government film commissions. Then is that, and they have.
Yeah, our office in Spain, they deal with the government in Spain, and our office in Portugal, they deal with the government in Portugal.
Got you.
Yes.
And the parameters are, it sounds like, very similar, if not identical, in both countries.
Well, they are similar, but they have different specifics on each country. Yeah, which is very, very detailed. If we go into that, it's huge. It's
Huge,
like
yeah. Not enough time for that today, I'm sure.
yeah.
I have a couple citizenship questions from our chat, actually. Mike
Yes.
asks, he has Irish citizenship. Do you know if he's able to work freely in Spain and Portugal? Or would that require...
Yes, because he is part of the EU.
Oh, part of the EU. Okay, cool.
And actually, he would be eligible as an expense, as an expenditure for the cash incentive.
Awesome. He'll be
Yeah.
eligible?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, there you go, Mike. And then from Katrina, do UK-based citizens count positively toward the cultural test?
Unfortunately, not since the Brexit.
Makes sense.
So since the Brexit, the UK citizens have another treatment, unfortunately.
Fair enough. Well, there you go, Katrina. Hopefully that answers your question. To dive further into the tax incentive, the cash incentive of it all, you have 100 million for Spain, 24 million for Portugal. Do you break it down into certain formats? So features, commercials, like reality, short form, Does each one get an allocation?
Well, actually not. It depends. It depends of the interest. Not interest. It's not the right word. It depends. They don't give a percentage per genre.
Okay.
And actually, the commercials, they don't get cash incentive. So the commercials is another story. So it's only eligible scripted shows, actually, scripted shows and feature films, and documentaries, of course,
Oh, cool. Very cool.
documentaries and animation films. So yeah, but there is no specific percentage for each genre.
Good to know. Good to know. Another question from our chat: do U.S. producers and directors or actors count into the tax incentive rebate or any above the line talent?
Well, if they are hired here in Portugal, this means with a contract here, yes, but this is normally very difficult, and because of tax reasons. So to be straight to the point, they are not eligible because they are from a third country. So it's only eligible cruise or above the line within the EU.
So you have to be a member of the EU to be eligible for the tax incentive. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Well, thank you for that question, Deborah. Fabulous. I know that Howie here, you requested to be a speaker, so at any point you can click the raise hand icon if you do have a question. We'll keep you on speaker just in case, but just so you know. And for anybody else as well, again, thank you for joining. If you've just joined the conversation at any point, we've been seeing wonderful interaction in the chat. At any point, you can join our conversation verbally as well. So, Patricia, to the bidding of it all. So I guess, could you kind of share maybe just as an example in the past year, how has involvement been with the tax? Have you had a lot of productions applying for these incentives?
Yes, we do. We did it, and several requests actually, and actually we are right now in the middle of a process. Actually, to shoot, I can't disclaim the project, but I can say that it's to shoot in Madeira. Because which is an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean that belongs to Portugal, because it's very similar to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so because the guys are shooting in the UK, and it makes much more sense and easy to shoot the Hawaii in Madeira.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a beautiful segue. I think Cody's going to bring on a little video for us all to kind of start to showcase all of these places that he's doing it right now. So if everyone listening, watching, you can tune into this minute and a half long video just to kind of see what the beauty of Spain and Portugal can do and emulate the rest of the world.
Yeah, the look-alike nature. So I'm gonna mute myself, and feel free to, if you're on a phone or a computer, you can click on the nest to the video here, and it should enlarge it for you. I was watching this and literally thought, oh, they have an office in Florida.
Had to tell you.
And this bridge.
Yeah, and the beauty of this is that all these locations, that's why I send this example, are all located in Lisbon, in a city. So you can shoot different parts of the globe
All in
actually
one.
within one day.
Were any of these locations built specifically for film, or were they all there just
No,
as
no,
culture?
no. They are just
And
locations, Yeah, yeah.
I mean, regardless of whether I'm going to film there or not, I want to go to Lisbon now anyway, just to be able to be in
Oh,
that.
you are very welcome, Shad. Please do come. I am totally happy to show you around. Please do.
That
Wow,
would be
that's a beautiful invitation.
receiving
Yeah.
that invite, receiving that. So there have been a good amount. Have like, do you mind sharing just like on the list of your hand, like productions that have filmed in either Lisbon or Spain or Portugal? I know your website lists a few, lots of commercials, lots of spots, and then there's been a couple of series that I've seen of filmed there. And you just mentioned the one, the CBS police show, which I don't think is on your website yet, but
FBI.
No, it's not.
yeah,
It's not yet. Yeah, and I mean, well, we have shot all these projects and much more. I mean, it has been a huge ride, right? and
yeah,
much more to come, and much more that I can't speak about them because I am under NDA.
I love that. Like, keep the mystery alive for us. We'll see it on your website soon.
Yes, you
But
will.
the point is, it's business is booming, and there doesn't seem to be any slowdown, like for you or for Spain and Portugal in general as a filming location. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Fantastic.
It's true. It's rising and booming, and that's why we welcome all crews that want to come here and live. I mean, there are work for all, really.
And you've been getting, when we spoke the other day, you've been getting a lot of inquiry around the process of relocating, whether it's on a temporary or a permanent basis as a crew member to work over there. Touch a little bit on that if you wouldn't mind. It seems like a lot of people are interested in making a move.
Yes, people are do want to come here, and it seems because first of all, there are more work here in Europe than in LA. Actually, that was what I heard,
Mhm.
and then it's very easy to access to between countries and between the production hubs, and then also people know that it's easy to get a resident visa. So all this makes interesting for them to relocate here in Portugal. And then of course with all the other parameters that I already spoke, such as safety, the high quality healthcare, cheap insurance, for instance.
Mhm.
That's really awesome. An insurance here, an annual insurance with everything included, costs only 2,000 euros per year.
Wow. And
So
that's available to anyone so even
yes,
someone who's recently come
yeah,
over and that's incredible. So
exactly. So yeah,
so
so
what or I'm just getting
yeah.
excited about this process for myself, but so imagining, a US citizen is interested in moving to Portugal to film and to have access
Mhm.
to the everything that you're describing. So what is the process, bullet points in getting
Yeah,
that visa?
the process first of all is first to read about the several visa, because there are several examples such as the D7, which is the passive income, then the D2, which is for entrepreneurs or a freelance, for instance. if a freelance wants to come here and relocate here, he can establish here an individual company, and like that being able to get a visa, residence visa. Then there are the nomad visas, and then there is the HQA visa for special qualified professionals such as DOPs, production designers, and so forth.
Okay.
And then the second step, I would advise to get a special lawyer
Okay.
to go through all the process. And there are many good lawyers that can really help on this. And then the process will take around one and a half year. And but during 3 months, the freelance can come here without any visa and work
Without any
while
visa
they
at
are
all.
on
So,
the process. Yes.
so when they land at the airport, they're going through customs. What are they indicating? Are they just saying they're a tourist, or are they saying they're here to work?
They are tourists. They
Okay.
just say that they are tourists, but they can work because between Portugal and US there is a special treaty, and so until 3 months it's no problem. They can work, having an insurance of work insurance, and that's it.
Wow.
Is that different for Spain?
For Spain, it's also three months.
Okay. So we have there's a guest in our room. She's a costumer, and she's thinking about moving to Spain. So she's wondering
Yeah.
how difficult it would be to work. But
Yeah, in Spain it's more difficult to get the residence visa,
awesome.
but it's also
There you go.
possible.
And say you've attained the resident visa for Portugal, then what are the hoops you would jump through to be able to go into Spain to work?
I don't know if I got the question.
I guess I just mean if I've attained the resident visa for Portugal,
Mhm.
what are the processes then to be able to work in Spain? To go from
Then, if you have a residence in Portugal, then you have a residence in Europe within
Okay.
the Schengen space, and Portugal and Spain belong to the Schengen, so it's free circulation of people.
That's fantastic to know. The word that you're saying, and I might not be hearing it correctly, is Schengen.
Schengen. It's the treaty, the name of the treaty.
Ah, okay. This is fascinating. So, I mean, I'm not sure if that is useful for you, Deborah. If you're looking to relocate to Spain, you might be able to relocate to Portugal more smoothly in order to work.
Only
in
200 miles away from Spain.
Yeah, I mean, from Lisbon to Madrid, it's only 1 hour, well, 45 minutes by plane,
That's the beauty of
and
Europe.
6 hours, and 6 hours by car. So it's very near.
And so does that, the treaty that you're talking about and the free circulation, is that allow a Portugal resident to live in Spain for a work period, or is there any sort of time cap on visitation between the treaty covered nations?
Yeah, with that, I am not sure.
Okay.
I am not sure. For that, I believe that a special lawyer has a more suitable answer. I don't want to lead into.
Of course. Well, that's the first of many questions you have been unable to answer. So well done. That was a very specific question. Wow.
That question is more to a lawyer.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Thank you, everyone, for this just interaction as well. It's enlightening to see that everyone is curious and interested and intrigued by what Patricia's bringing us here. Yes, and thank you, Marcy. So yes, you can all use a little emojis too if you want to emote in some other fashion as well.
Thank you,
So,
Susan, for typing that into the chat, the correct spelling. I appreciate that.
Sheegan, yes.
Yeah.
Culture here. I'd love to just hear a little bit about the green initiative that PSP has. Have you been, I guess, going green since you initiated in 2000, or has this been?
No, it has been a process that we have been diving since around 5 to 6 years, and actually, I have to say that Green the Bid in the US, which we are members, have given a huge help to us. I advise everybody that works on the production side there in the US. Green the Bid is an association there in LA, and they have wonderful lists with all the procedures of for a company to become a production service company, to become more greener, and also for all the production houses. So they have been doing a wonderful job.
I love that. I'm just posting a link to Green the Bid on our Nest. Anybody that is interested. This Nest thing is wonderful. So all these links here are available to you. And also, just for everyone's knowledge, the link to PSP is also on the Nest as well. And so is a video, which Patricia sent us, which is just another, it's kind of like a pitch video, just showcasing a lot of, I feel like in this video, the PSP Production Portugal, was that all of your crew that was there, like the 13 staff members?
Sorry? No,
you sent us a 2-minute video, which is on our Nest here, the YouTube video. I know you're in it at the very beginning. Was that
yeah. Yes.
Is that the rest of the team as well?
Yes.
Very
Some
fun,
are
very
missing there, but yes.
You all seem like a family, so I appreciate that.
Yes, we actually we are really a family. We are very united. We even do yoga every week in our production house.
I love it. Like-minded family right there for sure. So
Yeah.
you have offices in Lisbon and Portugal, or I mean in Spain.
We have offices in Lisbon and Madrid and Barcelona. Sorry.
And are you navigating between all of them, or are you stationed at one?
Well, I am stationed in Lisbon, and then I go to Barcelona. Yes, whenever it's required.
Oh,
now
darn,
with
yeah.
the Zooms and Meets, it's a wonderful time. A wonderful time. It makes wonders.
Makes things so much easier. And Chatmosa.
Yes, and Chatmosa. This is also wonderful to be here and be able to speak with all of you guys. Such a wonderful people that I can see here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna, this is a service. Chatmosa is a service that, Patricia, if it's something you or your team are interested in adopting as a tool, please reach out, because it really is. I mean, yes, it serves a similar function as Zoom, but it's also a different experience, user experience.
Oh, so great.
We'd love to chat with that in a sidebar. But I did just have a question pop up. And so, your location library within PSP is huge. You've got, 500,000 locations and spots available for filmmakers to browse and to scout. Is that number increasing? Are you?
Yes.
It is. And so
yes, we have. So one of the things why PSP is the production house to go when coming to shoot either in Portugal or Spain is because we have a huge location library and rising, and we have a research department, meaning that we are always researching new locations and updating locations that we have already, but we are on an ongoing procedure of photographing all those locations again and again and again. And then I can also tell other things why PSP is the place to go to shoot here in Portugal or Spain, if I may.
Please.
So some of the features are that so we use U.S. production standards. We have a huge knowledge and experience on that. Then we have fast bidding. So, for instance, as an example, for commercials, we do a complete budget, location deck, and talent deck within 24 hours after the request. And more we have attention to details, which is most important. And beside that, we offer a huge network of suppliers and crews and talent. And to finalize, besides we are local experts, we love what we do, and that shows on set. That shows
And that
on
really,
set.
that's, really is what it comes down to. You have that passion, that excitement for it, which then
Exactly.
everything else falls into place after that. I love that.
And it makes the production so smooth and easy. Because things flow.
Things flow, just like your yoga practices. You get it.
Yes. Yes. True.
The mindfulness of it all. Well, thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, it honestly does sound like if you're, I mean, I can't speak from knowing the other production services of, Spain, Portugal, Europe, but just based on talking to you, hearing from you, and just seeing your website, yeah, you guys, you are trustworthy people that know what you're doing. And every video that I've seen, even just the little adverts that you posted and just the productions that you've worked on, like, it's beautifully made. And so
and we hear it in your voice and in your intelligence and just the wisdom that you have obviously accumulated over your career. Like, you are an incredible resource. And so it's an honor to be speaking with you. And I look forward to visiting.
Thank you.
Of course. Chad, you mentioned there's a couple other questions in the chat.
Yeah, so our buddy Sergio here, first question was, if you know, Patricia, what are the best ways to connect with local talent, including directors, crew, and actors in Portugal specifically?
Well, yeah, actually, there are, now that more and more foreign crew are being based here, there are associations of foreign crews based here. I can tell one association, which is O Quadro. I can write it here.
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
And this association, it's a way of foreign crews to kind of networking. And yeah, and then of course it's worse. I mean, people chat between them, and then, I mean, knowing one, then the other one says to the other one, and that's why people connect. But this association, it's quite a good step for the beginning.
I love that. Great reference there. And hopefully, if you caught that, Sergio, it's at the bottom of the chat that she typed it in, the O Quadro. And then let's see. You had one other question. Are there specific projects you have in Portugal that could benefit from additional producers? It says specific question, so if you can't, be able to answer that.
Actually, for commercials, there is a lack of good executive producers. So good executive producers are very welcome when it comes to U.S. productions. And since U.S. productions are rising more and more here in Portugal and in Spain, so they are more than welcome. And then, of course, I would say as well, production designers and DPs.
Fabulous. And with these, additional producers, PDs, DPs, would they reach out to you, or would they like a Quadro, or would they
Yeah, they can reach to us, and also I will be very happy to pinpoint the production houses here and to give the contact of Quadro. But it's very easy. I mean, if you Google production service houses in Portugal and Spain, there is a list that will appear, and so you just contact these production companies, and that's it.
Fabulous.
Patricia, I just had a question come through, and I'm wondering if you or PSP has ever considered producing original content yourself, or are you purely a service provider? Has that conversation ever come up?
Yeah, yes. Definitely. Of course it came up. It's something that it's in our future project, and in our minds for the future, for sure, and let's say for a medium range, around 2 to 3 years. That's something that we would love to co-produce, for instance.
Wow, that's exciting. I'm happy to hear the answer in the affirmative.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
expanding PSP. So that's great. I mean, without getting into detail, it sounds like you guys your future planning. You have the big box plan of whatever this company's going to be in 5, 10, 20 years, and proud of you because that's awesome, and that's I guess what you need to do.
Yes, totally.
Ending.
Yes, owning IT, it's the future.
Passive income.
Passive income.
Wow.
I'm not sure that I am very passive. So
yeah, you seem like someone who enjoys being in the flow, in the workflow. Yeah.
I don't see myself actually to be very passive. No.
What do you like to do outside of PSP? Do you have hobbies?
Yes.
Tell us more about that?
Actually, I love to travel, and actually, I'm going to Tanzania this Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going for a safari actually, and I love to travel, and I love to photograph. That's my two hobbies.
Okay. Digital photography or film? Digital?
Well, digital film, it's a little bit different. I am from the time of film, so.
Of course.
But but digital.
Wow. Well, we just had, this is Deborah asking again, do you act as a pass-through for productions? Do we need one for the cash incentive?
Well, you need to be eligible here for a cash incentive. It requires to have a contract with a local production house, and being a resident in Europe. So yes, I mean we work as the pass, because to be eligible for the cash incentive, it requires to have a contract with the local production house.
Cool. Beautiful. Any we're going to be wrapping up the call here in about 7 minutes or so. So I just want to extend to anyone in the audience, any of our listeners, please share your questions now. We, of course, are free to bleed over past the 1 hour mark, but I like to see additional questions come through if we want to keep our guest here.
And that, Cody, that made people start asking questions. So we have a question from Alex. Alex is a SPFX special effects supervisor. They work in Canada, but they have an Irish passport. This might have been similar to Mike's question earlier, but so how would I go about getting work in Europe, asks Alex. Does that Irish passport?
With an Irish passport, it's very easy, because you have free access to all the countries. You have a EU passport, so you are entitled to work within the EU countries, any country. And so getting to work, I mean, the first thing I will do in your case, I would contact the local VFX production houses
That's a great tip.
on each country. I mean, if you would like to work in France, I will contact the VFX production companies in France. If you would like to go to Italy, I would contact the ones there. If you want to come to Spain, then contact directly the companies.
Cool. Thank you for that, Patricia. I hope that answers your question, Alex. Question here for another one from Sergio. What type of projects, this is for you, Patricia. Oh, obviously. What type of projects excite you most to produce in Portugal?
Long format, such as feature film or shows, series. That's the kind of project that I like to be involved with. It's very fun.
I love that. Get the real story going there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sergio. We'll get to your other question in a sec, but from NECA here, and thanks for just letting us roll these questions, Patricia. NECA asks, I wanted to know, how do I get started to produce work in Portugal? NECA is currently a producing student at NYFALA. Congrats, NECA.
Well, if you want to produce in Portugal, I don't understand what is the meaning of produce. Is it to work as a producer or to produce its own content?
She said yes. So
I think she's saying yes to the first, to work as a producer.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, to work as a producer, it's to contact the local production houses, and that's it. And come here, but first come here and know the production houses and speak with us.
Do you offer internships or anything, Patricia, at PSP?
Yes, we do. We offer internships.
Fabulous. That would be a great just start in, because you have access to everything.
Yeah, totally.
Good tip from Mike as well.
Yes, of course.
What EU countries seem to be upcoming with the most productions? Have you noticed one more than another?
An upcoming country is Hungary. Hungary, they have been producing a lot because of their system of the cash incentives, which is very easy to get. So it has been amazing, the amount of productions that are being based there, especially from the US.
Duly noted. Duly noted indeed. How is the relationship between your company and other companies, production companies in Portugal? I know we touched on that at the beginning, like there is, friendly competition, and you and competition.
We all know, and actually there is an association of production companies, so we meet there. We are very polite with each other, and we all know from a long time. I mean, some more old than others, of course, but there is a cordial, and even I am even friend of some producers that they are competitors. So
do you ever collaborate with those companies?
Well, actually, sometimes if they ask help, yes, for sure. Like freelance producers, when they are working in other production houses, sometimes they call us, and they call me asking for help on locations or whatever. I mean, that happens.
Cool. Love that.
And we are always very happy to help everybody.
Even better. Yeah, because why not? Like you help.
Exactly. And I truly believe that what you give is what it comes around. So it's what we need to do, actually.
The law of reciprocity. Preach. Yes.
Cool. We got a couple more questions. Thanks for just rolling with us. Alex asks if you know, is there a website or any place that lists upcoming productions in each country, other than
Well,
maybe Wikipedia?
upcoming productions, I believe, no, because there are always NDA signed, and so normally this is very hush hush. So
Could
I
get
believe
maybe an
no.
IMDb
I
Pro
believe.
membership.
I mean,
And
here in Portugal, in Spain, there is a list of the productions that were already shot within the incentives. But the ones that are coming, not really.
keep it hush hush.
Does
Fair.
the what was the word I'm looking for? The lump amount of money available for the rebate program and the incentive program, is it always used up, annually?
Yes,
It's
it's
always up, right?
always used, always, and it's not enough.
Not enough. Okay. I
It's
was
not
wondering,
enough.
is there any negotiating with, is the government looking to expand the amount that they're offering, or
Actually, here, in Spain, they increased the amount just recently
okay.
to 100 million. Here in Portugal, they also increased recently to 24 million, and we are, as an association, we are requesting to increase even more. So there are negotiations going on to get it level up.
Nice. Is it hopeful?
Well, is it hopeful? I never lose my hope.
Well,
Yes.
wonderful.
That's the last thing to do.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You're wonderful,
Yeah.
Patricia.
Yeah.
Marcy Brown, this might be our last question, but going back to Hungary of it all, do you know, do they have professional crew, or do they need players?
Well, they do in Hungary. They do have amazing crews. Yes, I had the privilege to work with some of their crews, and yeah, they have amazing crews. Amazing crews. But here in Europe, there are amazing crews all over Europe. Really. So also in Prague. Um, so Hungary, Prague, Spain, Italy, Portugal, the UK, of course, Germany. They also have an amazing studio and crews there. Yeah, but all over Europe there are amazing crews here and English speaking. That's the most important.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
to be the universal language nowadays. Well, fabulous. I am more than happy to keep this conversation going for another couple minutes, but I just want to also start to, I guess, close it out. We do have Marcy coming on here to feel free to unmute yourself when you are ready, Marcy. Wonderful producer, Marcy Brown. She's worked on
Hi,
a lot
Patricia.
Hey.
This was so rich in knowledge and just so valuable for all of our listeners. It was really, really special to have you on here. We are so appreciative. Really, it's one thing to read through the, to jump on the website and read through all that. It's a whole nother level of listening to you talk about the nuances that we can't quite get through, that we can't quite get to by just reading on the website. So thank you for taking the time. I know you're in a different time zone, so we are very appreciative and grateful that you made time for us.
Yes.
Thank you, Marcia. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and also it was a real pleasure to know Chad and Cody, and of course you are all invited here to come and visit me.
Oh yes, please. Yes,
That would be
please.
awesome. And I thank you all. I hope that this was insightful. and that I can help you, everybody there, to get more insights and to get more information. And perhaps we will meet soon in another opportunity here, working either here in Spain or in Portugal. Who knows?
So well said. And yeah, I mean, you're already getting wonderful audience reception. You'll be getting some reach outs to your website, to your email. So
Cool.
Look out for those. And yeah, thank you once again to everybody
Cool.
who tuned.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wait,
Thank you,
Patricia,
Patricia.
sorry. I have one more question. Do you have just a couple seconds for another question?
Yep.
For us to be able to make this more global, how could we, get the word out about Chatmosa so that we can be more of a global resource for people knowing about productions and just staying engaged in the community during this really tough time for all of us? Could you give us some advice on how we could put ourselves out there for Chatmosa?
I think one important or it will be, or one channel will be to reach out to Ciclope or to sponsor Ciclope. Ciclope, it's a festival in Berlin. It's like a summit, a production summit in Berlin, where all producers from the US and from Europe and Asia, we all meet there. And it's in November, held in November. That will be a good start, because everybody goes there. So.
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
Thank you indeed, Patricia.
You are welcome.
And Cody just posted the link to the Ciclopa Festival in the chat. So if you are interested, copy paste that and let that be your homework for the next few minutes as we close out this wonderful conversation. You have her email on the website. If you have any additional questions for Patricia or anyone at PSP, stay tuned. I'll send an email out today just thanking you all again for your time, and so you'll have my email so we can keep in touch about future episodes. And with that, I think just gratitude to you, Patricia, gratitude to everyone showing up, gratitude to Cody, and gratitude to PSP, keeping filming alive in Europe.
Thank you, Chad. And this conversation, to anyone who's interested in sharing it, an audio version of this podcast will be available on crewvie.com, crewvie.com. If you have anyone that you know who would be benefited by hearing this chat with Patricia. Thank you, everybody. Check out crewvie.com if you have not signed up. It's a free profile creation for you to broadcast yourself, your talent, your skills, and network with your community. So take a look. It's free. It's easy. And with that, I echo everything Chad said. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all very soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao.
Montagna, valle, bosque y mar, flora y fauna, paisajes sin fin. Cueva de piedra, laguna de agua, semilla, raíz, tallo y flor. ¿Cómo puede ser que el humano no respeta la ley de la vida, lo que nos sostenga? Honra la tierra, reza al cielo, ama a tus hermanos, levanta el peso. ¿Cómo puede ser que el humano no respeta la ley de la vida, lo que nos sostenga? Honra la tierra, reza al cielo, ama a tus hermanos, levanta el peso. Tierra la más bella de todas, quieren vender tu lindo cuerpo, perdónalos porque no saben que están buscando poder en vez de amor. Montaña queimó, flora y fauna, paisajes sin fin. Cueva de piedra, laguna de agua, semilla, raíz, tallo y flor. ¿Cómo puede ser que el humano no respeta la ley de la vida, lo que nos sostenga? Honra la tierra, reza al cielo, ama a tus hermanos, levanta el peso. Tierra la más bella de todas, quieren vender tu lindo cuerpo, perdónalos porque no saben que están buscando poder en vez de amor. Tierra la más bella de todas, quieren vender tu lindo cuerpo, perdónalos porque no saben que están buscando poder en vez de amor. Fe y fuerza, fe y fuerza, levantamos nuestro amor hacia la vida, a la tierra, al sol y a la luna, juntos hacia las estrellas. Tierra la más bella de todas, quieren vender tu lindo cuerpo, perdónalos porque no saben que están buscando poder en vez de amor. Tierra la más bella de todas, quieren vender tu lindo cuerpo, perdónalos porque no saben que están buscando poder en vez de amor. ¿Cómo puede ser que el humano no respeta la ley de la vida, lo que nos sostenga? Honra la tierra, reza al cielo, ama a tus hermanos, levanta el peso.